One, and we're rolling.
What to do? What to do? Ask me anything if to clear up some things.
Oh, how much did KDBR manipulate you?
Let's start from the beginning, okay?
Alright.
So I met Katie. Oh shit! What the fuck was that? I met Nia about. I don't even remember. I purged my DMs with her, but I think it was around sometime between. I know it was this year, but it was way, way back. I think like March. We started talking a little bit, and you know, and then the Alice lover, he started getting on her, and I was like, you gotta stop this, man, because I was just doing my thing, like I try not to be a bad person, okay, so
Yes.
let's just get that out of the way, and so around April 21st, or at least April 20th, we started dating. Uh, she was going into 16, and at the time I was 17. It's a 2 year age gap, well, soon to be 1 year. We didn't have like any like illicit DMs. No, we didn't do any of that. But it was just some small time flirting, calling her my Gretel and stuff. And at the time, I was really happy. I finally got a girlfriend because this isn't the first time I got a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend in like my old high school, but I wanted this relationship to last. Well, it didn't last, and what she did was pretty bad. So, uh, my question is, why did she have to lie? And that's an answer I probably will never get because she's gone.
Yes, you're most likely never gonna get the answer.
What else you got?
Um, alright, here's my question. Were you aware of the fake impersonation that they were doing?
Absolutely not. I was not aware until JX told me uh, I didn't know like that happened until JX told me that it did happen. And after he told me the self harm photos were fake, I was like, okay, yes, that's it. I have to call her out. And so I went, and then you already know how that went. I confronted her in DMs, and I was like, dude, why'd you lie to me? Like, I loved you. Like, why did you lie? And she just kept changing the subject and shit, and it's just one big fucking mess. And that one thing led to another, and that led to, you know, the breakup and the fucking call out thread, and you know, and then there were people coming after me, slandering me for, you didn't know better, and I was like, dude, I was manipulated. It was clear, and looking back at it now, I was manipulated. You don't gotta slander the victim. If a child is groomed, is it their fault that they are groomed? No. Is it my fault that I didn't see the red flags, or I just ignored them? I was just happy to have someone in my life, someone to love. Now, about the self-harm photos, I did reverse image search them, but because Google's reverse image search is so dog shit, no results came up.
So then
I
you
put,
thought that they were real since no results came
yeah,
up.
yeah, but for JX, he showed me that a result did pop up, and it came from a Spanish-speaking account, and I was like, oh my god,
A
dude, I was
Spanish
just lied
speaking
to.
account lir- is is literally hard to find on the internet, so most likely that's why they sent you a which Probably
No,
that they.
because when you reverse image search, it shows all results, no matter what language you find it in. So then so JX tells me that the photo that he used for that she used, I don't know which one it was. Uh, I forgot which photo it was, but it came from a Spanish speaking account, and it was like a repost of like someone cutting themselves, and
Right.
I was like, Jesus, yeah, I fucked up bad, and then you know, when I found out, I was extremely upset, like really really sad and depressed because this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Like I've been lied to. Like I have a lot of trust issues,
I
and
do
this
too.
isn't just and this isn't just like from this situation alone. Like another incident happened, which I'm not going to say the name of, where you know I got basically doxxed, and I was blackmailed, and I was forced to share my personal information and expose my family. I didn't expose any of my family members. They got my face, and you know like 3 years later, they're still after me, and like they can't let go of me, which is pretty much loser behavior.
That is. Oh my god. I feel absolutely bad for you in these situations. You do not deserve it.
It's not just that. There's like a lot of people that do that. Like there's a lot of high egotistical people. Not gonna name names just
Mm-hmm.
yet, but I might name a few. That really, really push the boundaries of what is considered being sane and what's considered being not, sane, like insane, like completely insane, like. And yeah, that when I found out the SH photos were fake, I just was like, oh my god. And I made a space where I just broke down crying. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with crying. But it was so heartbreaking because I thought I finally had a reason to live. I finally had a reason to, talk and to, have a shoulder to cry on, and, have, someone to talk to, have someone in my life that I can love, that actually appreciates what I do. And I made a promise to her that I would look after her, but then she turns her back on me, lies to me, manipulates me, and it costed someone else their mental health.
All right.
Go on, ask another question.
All right. So going off from that, from what they did, I'm looking at the video right now from what I made. Um, about like them trying to change the subject with what I said, which is obviously true. I'm just curious, how often did they try to change the subject?
So how often? Very fucking often. Every 2 seconds. I swear to God. Nia. Okay, so what happened is that uh, Dusaki, myself, and many others were gonna confront. We're gonna pull her into a group chat, and we were gonna confront her. There was a lot of awful things that were said. There were like pics of her, or in like really suggestive pictures. Her in fishnets. There were a lot of horrible stuff, but I don't condone any of that. And I was like, okay, if you're friends with Katie, show the Katie DMs. And she showed a very, very obvious fake screenshot of supposedly Katie's ID, because I didn't know if that was true or not. So I was like, no, that doesn't look right. And to this day, I still don't think it looks right.
Well, it should obviously be fake because no one
I
should
can
be
show you it.
able.
I can show you it because JX still has the fucking DM.
All right. Um, I'm gonna just say this now. No one should be able to have like contact with Katie and or Edgy, besides Edgy being in contact with Katie. Um, but the thing is, they shouldn't have contact with anyone else unless that they were willing to like give contact to like them.
This was the screenshot she sent, and I was like, dude, this is fake as hell. What are you talking about? Like, And she was like, "Oh, you shouldn't put Katie would never put her real alias as that or this or that." But what really got me was that this could just potentially be like a relative or someone's fucking number,
Yeah,
someone
they
else's number.
yes, that they just changed their name.
Change the name, change the fucking photo and poster, and and I actually believed her that she was in contact with Katie because I didn't want because at the time she was like I don't want to reveal anything personal or like reveal a phone number or anything, and I was like that's pretty much yeah because you can't just ask for that information because it's personal. And at the time, I thought, what she was doing was right because she's not supposed to leak that type of information out to the public, no matter if the public keeps prying at her. And what I was mostly worried about was not just the safety of uh, her, but the safety of, well, basically the safety of both of them, because I was afraid that that information would get out. AFC or any other hate group would get a hold of it and they'll try to dox, those people to try to dox Katie. And I was like, listen, do not send or publish anything about Katie. Nada, zero, none. And the best course of advice, and that was like my best course of advice. I was like, listen, close your DMs. Be careful who you interact with. Be careful who you trust. And it was pretty good advice. I was given some pretty good advice, and I think everybody should follow that advice. Like, you don't really know who your friends really are until they show their true colors, because there are a lot of people that turn out to be fake.
Yes.
And then so then after she sent this, everybody was like, "Oh, this is fake. This is fake. This is fake." And I'm like, "Yeah, this is fucking fake." So she leaves the group chat. She blocks Dozuki, and that was it. And you know, the aftermath. Let's jump to the fucking aftermath of that shit.
All right.
I started losing sleep, and I started getting nightmares because this affected me deeply, and it's gotten to the point where I've been abusing painkillers, like actual painkillers. Like it's the brand is Tylenol, but Tylenol cures headaches, but like still, they're fucking painkillers, dude. But I started getting back into my old abuse habits, my old drug abuse habits. I never abused any other drugs besides painkillers, and there was that one point where it got so bad that I was admitted to hospital.
I don't.
And
I've never taken painkillers. Is that like a safe drug or something?
it's not a safe drug if you take it in very high doses or if you take a shit ton of them.
Okay.
So it was it was basically a turning point in my life where I'm basically jumping back into the hole that I was once in, 2 maybe a year ago. And like I said, I've had multiple self-harm attempts. Like I've actually attempted to cut at one point, but I couldn't do it because like I don't want to cut myself, and I don't want my parents to find out and think that I'm crazy, and they'll take away my electronics. I'll have no contact with the outside world. That is something that I am mostly worried about.
Yes.
Is like, because like and there were times where I do have times to do it, but I can never bring myself to do it because my mind is thinking, what will this change? What will this do anything? What will my parents think? And then I'll just back out of it. Because don't get me wrong, I forgive me when self-harm is basically a joke. And when I mean like a joke, I don't mean haha funny. Oh, he cuts himself. No, I mean it's an illusion that basically tells you, hey, if you do this, it'll make your life better. But like in reality, it's just gonna fuck you up even more. And yeah, and I've seen a lot of people. And my status was actually that at one point self-harm is a joke. Read a book or something. Something along the lines of that.
Wow.
And people were misinterpreting that as, oh, he thinks self-harm is bad. He thinks that self-harm is terrible. Oh, he thinks self-harm is a joke. He demeans them. It wasn't supposed to come off across like that at all. And I talked with somebody, and he was like, and they were like, okay, yeah, and then they cleared the air, and that's how that was quickly resolved. But the after effects of that were still. And this was before I started. Uh, I think it was before or after I started, and then before the thread came out about Nia. So yeah, I don't. When I say self harm is a joke, I don't mean that it's a laughing matter. I joke about a lot of things.
Nothing.
I joke. Hmm?
Sorry, you continue. I interrupted. Sorry.
Like I joke about a lot of things. I joke about real world events that happen, past or shit that is shit that is kind of joked in today's society. I joke about a lot of things. I basically have that Ruben Sim edgy humor mindset where you just joke about random events or terrorism. But like I have certain bounds when it comes to humor. Now, I know I'm getting off track here, but I've seen a lot of people uh, get upset at me for not knowing any better. But I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't know what the hell I went through at that time. Like, you really don't. So fast forward to the aftermath. I start abusing PKs. You know, I start, I break down on a space. I start crying on a space, you know, because what else am I supposed to do? I start blaming everybody for my problems. I'm like, oh, you're fake. Everybody here is fucking fake. And, you're an ass. Everybody's an asshole. Everybody's this, everybody's that. And I still have that mindset to this day because, I ain't got a lot of friends left. And that's a fact. I don't got a lot of friends left because, like, when I first joined this fucking fandom, I thought it was alright. Like, I thought, okay, I can finally put my past behind me. I can finally do
I
something
mean,
that actually is. Now, before I became GS Brewmeyer, I was known as Harold Stretch Joseph. I was a GTA 5 character. Now, I simped for this character a lot. I always thought the character was cool and underrated, but he had wasted potential. So then that became my online alias, and then I joined the Edgyverse Discord server, and I started role playing with another person as GS Brewmeyer, and that's how I became GS Brewmeyer. So I rebranded my
may
Twitter account.
may I pause you right there?
Yeah,
All right. So, from what I'm taking from this, you personally, um, so starting off with the fandom part, I can see where you're going with, like, if, like, in the fandom itself, like, currently in its current state, it's still pretty
really
alright.
bad.
Um, well, not right.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Well, right now, yes, it's pretty bad, but
Right now, it's
on
always been like shit started tanking like what mid March and like midsummer. Shit started to tank at that time, and
yes,
you know,
and like there are still like users who like respect Katie and respect the community and the fandom as a whole. Like there's still users out there left that are like good in the community, but there's like a huge majority of like
there's a
bad
huge
ones.
majority of bad apples, and I could give an entire list of them and
Yeah.
explain why, but I can't because I know they're gonna come probably find this video and start saying, "Oh, this is lies. This is lies." When I have shit on people. Like when people do things that lasts on your digital footprint, no matter if it's in the past, no matter if it happened years ago.
It's
You think
basically on
fucking
your like online record.
it's basically on your online record, and there are a lot of people that are fake, on FPE Twitter, and I found because when I made so before I get into anything else, I want to talk about the fuck off thread, the meat and potatoes that triggered everybody. Oh, he's the major asshole. He's the toxic one. So around, I believe, I believe March 4th, I made a thread talking about how the damage was already done to the FP fandom because there was a guy who was like, "Oh, we can save FP, we can save the fandom." And I'm like, and at the time, I was seeing so many of these posts. I was frustrated. I was pissed off at the time. So, and I was extremely mad. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't fix something that's already been destroyed, something that's already been killed. Like, the creator left for her safety, left for her mental health issues, and you're trying to rebuild something that she wants to let die? And that does piss me off because people started coming that off as, oh wow, I thought you were better than this, oh you're rude. And I'm like, dude, of course I'm gonna be fucking rude. You're pissing me off because you're literally saying that, hey, I can fix this thing, I can fix them, I can fix her, and when in reality you can't. It's impossible.
You
You
can't
need to let the sleeping dogs lie.
you can't you can't fix on what already is broken.
Exactly, and like
And
they were
like
like,
if it's
oh, but just stick to the good side of the fandom, dude. There is no good side to a fandom. There
either
really isn't.
either way, the fandom is a fandom as a whole. And so
There is no sides. There is no rebuilding. There is no nothing.
like the community is still alive. It's just the people that is in it is the problem.
Yeah, there are a lot of bad apples, like with big followings that are really problematic, and
Yeah.
we have a lot, and there's a lot of people that don't
And
like
there's
them,
like
and
oh sorry.
there's a lot of people that don't like them. Now, I have dirt on some people. I'm not gonna say who, but the things that I've seen, the things I've seen them do, are just wow, dude. And they call me the toxic one. Now, the aftermath of the Nia KBR situation, like I said, I was abusing PKs, I was depressed, I was sad, and that was basically the reason why I was so upset at making. Like, do I regret telling that guy to fuck off? Yes and no, because at the same time I am correct, but at the same time it was. Uh, but anyways, yeah. But onto the KBR shit. Since I'm getting off track here,
All right.
there are people berating me for not knowing better. There were people coming in saying, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, this shit just fucked me over. It's done. It's just done.
Yes. Yes, I
And
feel you, bro.
people were coming in my DM saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't know." Like, but motherfucker, if you were sorry, then you would have fucking deleted the goddamn tweets and stopped fucking lying about me.
Yes,
People spread
that's
like
oh sorry.
people spread lies about me all the time. They say, "Oh, you're an asshole. Oh, you're toxic," and I'm like, provide fucking proof of it, dude. Like, fucking proof of it. And just recently, there were people trying to cancel me because I said the N word when I'm dark skinned. So I'm literally dark skinned.
All right.
Like, I'm literally mixed. I'm a mixed person,
Yes.
and like, I'm getting berated for shit that happened in December of 2024, and no one really give a damn. So why are you bringing this up now? Because people are falsely accusing me of being racist. This is what I say to everyone that is watching this. Listen, here, I'll pull up a picture. I'll pull up a fucking tweet I just made. Like, it's like today
All right.
on the 24th. This is you know what this is? This is Little Darky. This is his character. I want you to look at me, like, listen to me, like, or look at me in my fucking eyes. You guys are just dumbasses. Like, whenever you're seeing this, 2025, 2026, whenever you're seeing this, if you guys look at this guy and you still think that's what a black person looks like, I think you're a racist and you've been brainwashed. And that's why I'm doing this.
All right.
Because there's people that are, trying to say that, oh, this is blackface, black people are colored in, and I'm just gonna say this flat out. I think race is fake because I think we should just stop calling people black and white. Cause bro, what the fuck does that even fucking mean?
All right.
Cause you know what I mean?
Yes, I do see what you mean.
All right, ask another question, I guess.
Is actually from one of JXS's tweets. Um, specifically about the suicide baits. So were you aware of KDBR doing the suicide baits and like fine and like a few tweets like later, this person named Deuce Car or Moon Space 25 saying that she's alive on a call.
Yeah, about that, screenshot. So what happened is that she was threatening to harm herself in a group chat, and I had to get one of my friends. His name's Axie, and I took this shit very seriously. We were breaking down, we were crying. We didn't want her to do it because we thought she was actually gonna go through with it. So we hopped in a group chat. I bring Axie, and we talk it out, and then he makes that tweet saying that she's fine because basically people were worried for her, and everybody else was worried for her because we didn't know what the hell was going on. But we didn't realize that what she was doing was clearly suicide bait because she was being pushed to release what we thought would be sensitive information, or sensitive information that never existed and probably doesn't even exist. So that really explains the tweet saying that KBR is okay.
Yeah, I can very see that very well, and I can see why you would believe it because a lot of people in this fandom has been harassed for just making art. Like for example, like that artist that made Zip in like a T-shirt or something, and like few like days later, I just found out that they just are dead.
Yeah, because they were they were just overly just gooner baiting Zip, and I thought that was really weird. And they were friends with someone who was making sexual jokes towards
I
minors, so I was
mean,
like, you know what, fuck them. I'm not gonna follow them.
I mean,
So I guess
if
I'll
it
follow
was,
them.
I mean, if it was a joke, like just for baiting, then that's pretty much fine. But being harassed over it is just
No, because
horrendous.
see, the thing is, they're a fucking adult and they're doing that shit.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should have said that, but yeah. All right. Next. All right. Um, how exactly did you meet Nia? Like on a Discord or
Like I said, I met her I think mid March or mid April. I don't remember.
like specifically where?
We met on Twitter. She had her Discord tag. I added her. She accepted. We didn't talk for at all. You just add somebody and then you don't talk to them for a long fucking time.
That's basically me with like almost everyone else.
Yeah. So that was pretty much it. There's really no other details to go into that.
All right. Um
What else do you want to ask me to clear
um
the air?
well, specifically on the tweet uh that I asked the question on, which is when she dated you. Is there an explanation on like the retweet of like the content warning of like a screenshot there of like someone retweeting a not safe for work content?
What do you mean? I don't understand what you meant by that. Sorry.
Let me get the screenshot for you. Let me get it
I
here.
forget things easily, so it's fine because like I'm not active on the internet anymore.
Yes. This is the this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the account that she pulled the that those are the photos she pulled and claimed that they were hers. And then she tried to brush it off by saying, "Oh, they were blackmailing. They were sharing them around." And I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Like, and I'm like, "No, this isn't the person that you fucking that gave you the screenshots. Like, you fabricated this shit."
All right.
So yeah, that's the account that she pulled the photos from.
That explains a lot. Like there's
Yeah,
like that screenshot shows literal evidence that she took like this, like she took the image of someone
like
else
actual
house.
scars from an actual person, like suffering and claiming them as her own.
Yes, and from what I remember, like stealing like other like NSFW things and like using it as like your own is wrong.
Yeah, the one thing I didn't notice at the time was the knife that she claimed she used. Uh, JX pointed out that the knife didn't really look that sharp, and when I looked closer, and I was like, yeah, it doesn't look sharp. It looks pretty dull. It looks like someone smeared like blood on it, some sort of liquid similar to blood. So yeah, it was just that. So she was just overall lying, you know.
Yes. I'm just going off from questions from just my video here, if you don't mind.
It's fine. Like more original questions will come and go.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
because again, this is my first time. This was my first time doing something like this. So obviously, a lot of things are misunderstood and or sometimes wrong.
I mean, what do you think is the most misunderstood part?
My most misunderstood part was the um like the screenshot of like when I said like they were like changing the subject. I didn't know if that was like Nia's account or not until JXX actually posted a comment on the video clarify one of like the statements clarifying that it was actually Nia's account.
Yeah,
So
it is Nia's account because uh, so yeah, it is Nia's account. She keeps changing it
yeah,
to because like a lot of people are coming after her, which I get what she did was wrong, but you guys shouldn't be fucking witch hunting her. I'm not defending her like what she did, but like harassing her isn't really gonna do much. It's just gonna make
yes,
yourself look bad.
it's it's only
And
gonna
I
make
tried telling this to someone. I tried telling this to that guy by saying, "Listen, I understand that what she did was bad, but that doesn't mean we can go out and harass her." Because JX specifically said that do not harass people. But what does he do? He goes out and puts her Discord username, and he openly condones harassment. Like I have varying opinions or dirt on people that actually just prove my point. Like for example, we'll do a made up example. For example, let's say there's this guy and we're friends, but he does something I don't like, or he does something that was really bad, or for example, harassing, spreading misinformation, saying this, saying that, and uh, it's kind of hard to really I'm sorry, because like it's 5 a.m. at the time
For me, it's
where I'm.
3:17 in the morning.
Okay, so let's use a made-up example. Just say,
How about you use me as an example? I give full permission.
all right. So there's some positives. I try to have equal opinions about somebody. For example, you. Uh, well, one, I don't know. Two, you got to work on stutter a little bit, and I don't really like it when people stutter a lot because I find it kind of annoying. But at the same time, they can't control it, so I have to be easy on them, and I have to be careful with what I say.
Yes. I'm usually very scared when I record with my voice, especially when it comes to exposing videos. Since it's
You should
exposing someone, I'm a very fearful person when it comes to that, because since I'm the one explaining it, I fear that people will get the wrong idea, and then like I'm starting to get hated and I'm starting to get to be like the villain of like all of this.
you should try writing a script. So like a script, like write down what you want to say, what it explains, what everything, or you can just use text to speech uh, to write a script for you. So that way you don't
Alright.
have to use your own voice. That's what I do. I've used text to speech in some of my videos,
Yeah, I can see
but it's
that.
mostly because I can't use my voice or talk because I usually record very late at night.
Yes, I can as someone has experience of myself using late at night as an advantage to record videos, I can see that. Because for me, late at night is basically the only thing that I have for free time for being able to record videos.
Yeah. Anything else you wanna ask me that clearly are on?
Uh, yes. Maybe a few more, maybe a lot more. Who knows? Um,
I mean, I wanna get like the key, and I wanna get every little detail out of the way. So
alright then, it's gonna be a lot. Um, this one is another tweet from JXX. Basically just saying like spread false information. What what exactly did Nia get you to spread that was false?
uh, I don't really know. I think it was like a misconception on JX's part, but at the same time, I think that what he meant by that was that she was at the time Alice Lover was being at the time Alice Lover was like repeatedly going at her, and I was like really upset. And because I cared for her, I looked out for her, I wanted to make sure she was safe, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, she was saying a lot of things like, "Oh, I'm Katie's friend," and at the same time, because I believed her at the time, I believed her because I didn't want to push for any private information. So yeah,
Yes.
at the same time, if you want to count that as spreading misinformation,
I
that I guess you can, because I don't know if there was really any misinformation that was spread as
from
far as I am aware.
from my perspective, from where I come from, I would think that be counting as spreading of false information, but I may be entirely wrong again about that.
All right, what else?
Let me see here. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned in the video on like maybe that Nia has like betrayed you one time. Is there anything about that?
About what?
Like, did like Nia like just like throw you under the bus or like stab you in the back there?
Uh, if you want to counter lying to me,
Um, I I'm 50-50 on that. Not really sure myself on that part.
hmm,
But it says but it says here on like a tweet from JXX, it goes as follows. She tried blaming how do you say your name again?
Cuyler.
Cuyler. I kept on calling you Suliar. Just how it's spelled out. Anyways, Cuyler. I'll just call you K. Might as well. She tried blaming
Just you can
K.
just call me GC since that's my initials.
Alright. She tried blaming GC for harassment that he never made before. He was falsely accused and she kept changing the subject when asked to admit to everything. It said it said at the
The
beginning there
harassment.
it said in the beginning there that she tried blaming you for harassment that you never did.
Harassment. I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. I'm like out of it.
It's alright. I
Uh,
forget a lot of stuff.
I mean, it's a traumatic event. So
Yeah.
what I think he's referring to is that someone was. Now I remember. Oh my god! Now it was so fucking stupid. It was the dumbest fucking reason. Okay, so so I used to be in a server with some really problematic people. I'm not in contact with them anymore because of course they're really shitty people now, and they've done a lot of horrible things to not just some people in the community, but to also Edgy and a lot of other people. I don't mean to rope her into this, but there was a guy. He took a screenshot. All right, it was a screenshot of me friendly shit talking Cam, who was one of my friends, for playing Fortnite. And I didn't mean anything by it. It was just me and her fucking around, and she knew I was fucking around. So he took that out of context, and he tried to paint it by saying, he harassed her, he harassed her. And I was like, dude, it was friendly shit talking. And you can tell in the screenshot that I was completely being fucking satire.
Do
Like,
you
I have the
still
screenshot.
alright. If you can share those, that would be great.
Yeah, let me find it. It's. So this was at the time when we were dating. This was the screenshot. This was also I'm pretty sure censor my handle because I don't want my handle being out there. There's still some fucking freaky ass people that are after me.
Of course I'll do that when I start editing
And
the video. But
yeah,
for the video context, I'ma start reading as follows. And also, I'm pretty sure she's taken by Cuyler, as said in Cuyler's bio. And if you've known Cuyler, you'd know he harasses people. Me too, all because I talked to a guy he doesn't like. Also will
what?
make false claims and has harassed my mom, Cam, for playing Fortnite.
And then he proceeds to fucking take an obvious fucking out of context joke screenshot.
Yes. As and
So the
from the screenshots goes as follows. You said they
me,
are free and on Steam. Then
I said
you
I think that free there on Steam thing is like me saying that I think it was me replying to another problematic person. I'm not gonna say their name, but I think it was like, yeah, they were talking about, oh, people, we need to find different games other than FPS, and I was like, okay, then how about Team Fortress 2 or Counter Strike 2? And they were like, oh, people don't have those games. I was like, they're free and on Steam. And then Cam, she replies to me telling her about Fortnite. Excuse me.
It's alright.
The bird demon just fucking came out at the worst time possible. And so this is a thing I do commonly. I green text things like, and this isn't like a common thing I do. Tells me to die. Plays a dying video game that only sweater goomer maniacs play, and I was basically saying that it was a lot of gooners and like Fortnite was dying or some shit, and she gave a thumbs down. Fortnite is beautiful. It's my comfort game right now. It's a distraction too, and it's like a temporary distraction. I'm relapsing tonight. Blah blah blah, and that's pretty much it. So basically, it was just friendly shit talking. Like she could play whatever the fuck she wants. I could give less than two
Yes,
fucking shits.
it's
And
just
you can
friendly.
friendly banter, friendly shit talking.
Yes, like not like no harm in that at all. No harm in from what I see at all. So I don't see where all of these people are coming from. That
Neither
you
do
are in the
I. And
wrong
then
because there is like you said, Cam,
Cam.
uh, like you
Cam is my
said,
friend.
yes, like you said that she knows that you're just friendly banter and just friendly shit talking, no harm at all in your messages.
Yeah, she also knows. She confirmed it in my Discord DMs that uh and I told her like that week this was just us friendly shit talking, right? And she was like, yeah, and she was like, yeah, because like we were like this isn't like I do a lot of friendly shit talking, yeah, but I have my certain like boundaries when it comes to it. I try not to bring personal stuff into it. So the fact that he took this screenshot out of top context and just says that I harass people because they talk to someone that I don't like, that's not true. Like you can talk to whoever, you can talk to a person I don't like, but the thing is, I'll just fucking avoid them. I'll just avoid them.
Yes.
Cause I don't want. Cause like I've been avoiding a lot of people on the internet. I've been avoiding a lot of certain people. Again, not going to name names because these people don't deserve any recognition, but they know who they are. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, there was a lot of people who took advantage of this and said, "Oh, he harasses people. He deserves this. Oh, he deserves this. Oh, he harassed people. He pushed Alice Lover." And I apologize to Alice Lover, but that didn't stop me from like posting really concerning tweets because like I started talking about why God wasn't hearing my calls and shit because I always relied on because I'm not overly religious, but I always relied on the Heavenly Father. But the only response I got was from the devil. And speaking of which, this isn't the first time I've had severe fucking breakdowns. I've had a breakdown once where it actually ended up uh, me being hospitalized for almost a week because they were going to transfer me to a uh, a mental institution and keep me there for God knows how long because I
Yes.
tried to overdose on PKs at one point in 2020, I believe. 23, yeah, it was in 2023, and I was uh, I was very very down on my luck at that time, and I'm sorry, what was I talking about again? I spaced out. Oh yeah, okay, I remember. So during that time, I had set up a server. I still remember some aspects of what happened, and I remember I named it the final solution. No hate whatsoever. I had this has nothing to do with any real world events or anything, and it was like a smiley face, and the server was basically me going to end it all on Discord in front of God knows how many people. I think only 2 to 3 people fucking knew what it was, and my friend he called the police like because he knew where I was. So the cops came. They take me to the hospital, and like and at the time I didn't remember what had happened. And prior to them coming, I actually barricaded myself in my bathroom at one point, and I brought my laptop with me, and I was like, and the last thing I remembered was thinking that the world was gonna end, and I needed to find and kill the devil before the world ended, because like that was like the only thought I had left. So at the same time, when my senses started coming back to me a couple hours later, I was like, "Where am I? What happened?" Because I don't remember, you know, because I was just going, I was losing because I lost my shit, and you know, it took them a while to realize. It took me a while to realize what it was, but after I was reevaluated and got out, um, I just kept to myself. I just kept quiet. I didn't do anything, but at the same time, I still lost sleep over it. That's just one experience alone. Like I said, this happened like in 2023, and I'm prone to like having certain breakdowns like this with traumatic events. And the shit I've seen is probably like something that no person has to see. I have siblings of my own, and I pray to God that they don't go down the same path or come across the same shit that I've seen, the same shit that's prohibited by law, the same shit that was that got me thrown in the hospital in the first place. Because it's not a place you want to be because you're alone and scared, and it's just horrible.
Alright. I do understand all of that, and that is very, very true from my perspective. We are now at the uh, final questions. Um, I do not know if these are gonna be quick and easy questions or long and slow questions. So just bear with me here. So, so from JXX's comment on my video, he sent a link to KBR's apology. And from what I'm reading here, um, I am now curious if you were aware of the apology.
I watched it in real time and it was dog shit. She doesn't even address the real problem there. She keeps dodging. She keeps roping Edgy and Katie into this, and I'm like, dude, just say you fucking lied, you fucking asshole. Like, just say you fucking lied and get over with it. Like, sure, people are not gonna forgive you, but at least be fucking honest.
Alright.
That's pretty much it. But like, is there anything else that you want me to clear up? That shit is going around.
Alright. Do
Or
you,
just ask me ask me about the aftermath.
um, do you know why she keeps untying Edgy specifically into this, even though there shouldn't be any tying Edgy into this, like, at all? Like it's about Katie. Like, obviously, like, there's obviously, like, fake impersonation of Katie and, like, fake contact with Katie and all that. But I want to know, why is she trying to tie Edgy into this? Because Edgy never spoke about this, and Edgy never was involved in this. So I want to know, why is Edgy
She,
involved?
she's not okay. So about that, I don't really know why she kept trying to rope Edgy into this when Edgy didn't didn't want zero involvement in any of this shit. But if I had to guess, because Nia told me that they talked and she vented in DMs, I don't know what was specifically said, but I really don't want to know what was said in DMs because probably most of that shit is personal. And if Edgy is watching this,
Most likely not.
hi, most likely not. Then I pray to God that that shit doesn't get out there. but I don't know why she kept trying to rope Edgy or Katie into this. I really don't, and I don't think we'll get an answer to that
Yes, probably
anytime
not.
soon.
And it's best to leave that way. So, one final thing
Yes.
I would like to say, specifically about this second video. Anyone watching, do not, and I mean please, do not harass anyone mentioned or seen in this video. It will only make things worse going out from here. It will only make you more of a bad person than you probably already are or probably aren't. I do not fucking know.
Yeah, it's not going to change anything. I'm just going to tell you that now.
Yes.
But anything else like the aftermath? Like,
Um, what exact, two quick questions. Um,
mm,
like, after that, um, three actually.
okay.
One, how did you find my exposed video?
The alternate 101 like made of it, like posted it, like promoted it, and I was like, oh, okay. So I might as well just leave a comment on there, you know,
Alright.
explaining what the aftermath was and just summarize detail and a lot of that.
Okay, my second to last question. Um, are you doing alright currently? You don't have to answer that if you do not want to, but I just want to make sure if you are doing alright currently.
With the recent drama that's going on right now, no. I'm
Alright.
starting to lose like a lot of friends. I'm not gonna lie.
Just wanting to let you
Uh,
know that I am here for you, like I
yeah,
already
but I
stated in the
don't,
comments.
I don't trust you. I have trust issues. I don't trust you. I don't trust you with anything, unfortunately.
I I understand that. And I and truthfully, I do not blame you at all. But I hope things get better for you, like for the better.
I'm sure they won't.
Okay. Um, and my last question, from what I said on the video, what do you think of what I said? Like, was it a good basic understanding of the situation, or
It was kind of stretched out. I didn't want to sit through. I just kind of skimmed through the video. We just sat and talked for 5 minutes, and then you went on to something else, talked for 5 minutes, and just stretched it out to like an entire 20-minute video. No offense, but I do believe that could be worked on.
yes, this is my first time, so I believe I have to work on something there.
Okay, is that all?
Yes, that is all.
Alright. And, I'll let you, if, yeah, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I was gonna say something else, but fucking forgot. Maybe because I'm so tired.
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you then, and I'll see this on,
Yes.
YouTube.
I'll hopefully we can talk more like besides this situation. Like if you want to talk more about it, we can. But off topic, if you but if it's about off topic stuff, then we can talk about that, but highly doubt that you want to because you don't really trust me, but who knows.
I don't trust a lot of people, so. And I
Yeah.
don't really trust a lot of, people to. I don't trust people enough for them to be a shoulder to cry on, so don't expect me to start venting to you anytime soon.
Yeah,
And
I
I
don't
probably never
expect
will.
that because we literally just like met like a day ago. But yeah, that is all that I have that I wanted to ask you.
Alright, let me know if you need you need me to clear up anything else.
Alright.
3XL. I'm out. I suck.
Alright, good night.